Hi, welcome back. My name's Newman and this is my life with plants. Today we're going to be looking at how the Dendrobiums have been doing in this mini greenhouse over our winter. So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. My name's Newman. Today we're going to be looking at these Dendrobiums in this mini greenhouse, and we've had temperatures. Well, let's check today's temperature. It's about 8 degrees in here. Sunshine feels like 20 degrees. The past weather we've had about 4 snowy days, and temperatures range from about, well, the air temperature is about 10 degrees, but in the sunshine it's about 18 to 20, and nighttime temperatures get right down to about 5 to -5. You can get -5 degrees too, and generally quite dry. The humidity is quite dry. Okay, let's get on with it. So these are plants that have had a really tough summer last year. This is why they're looking so bad. This is not due to the winter conditions. They actually can handle that quite easily. Even these low temperatures, they don't bother them one bit. Not the Dendrobium nobiles, but what bothers them is high temperatures, which we had last summer. And this is why I've had a lot of dieback. But I repotted them month and a half or 2 months ago, so this is an update, and this one is called Dendrobium nobile haruhi, which is a hybrid of in Japan. So these lovely dark pink flowers with the yellow and white labellum or lip. So what I'm waiting for now is some offshoots. So this cane is kind of decrepit, dying back, but the rootstock can still potentially give roots, new growth, new canes. This one's been put through the ringer. It's got a couple of keikis here, which I can't take off because every time I take keikis off Dendrobium nobiles, they seem to just slowly die. I don't know why, but I haven't had any luck. Only divisions I can do. So these canes are quite stable. I mean, they're not dying anymore. They are quite old growths, and checking in the medium here, I can't see any signs of, oh, actually right here could be a new cane. It's got this plant is just going to start growing new canes from the bottom. It's called Sea Sky Silk. So there's a picture of the flowers there. Once again, the summer did that. I am going to use 50% shade cloth this time around. Okay. This one I repotted. This is Kingianum. Kingianum's been going through the winter absolutely fine. It even started to put out some new growth down here, even though we had temperatures at night -5. Inside the greenhouse, the mini greenhouse, temperatures will go down to 0. and possibly under 0, but the frost won't get in. It prevents frost from getting in, which can do the damage. And this one has been sending out a lot of new growths, and as far as buds go, I'm just trying to have a look now. I'm pretty sure that this orchid is just holding its buds until it feels the need to, because generally the Kingianum will just start to grow and produce buds and flower pretty fast. So at the moment I can't see anything. So this one's been an experiment. A lot of people will bring theirs indoors, but I brought it out. I left it out in the elements. Okay. This one is another shameful looking thing. The GCO, and it got a little bit beaten up during the summer, but I managed to keep it cool enough by putting it up higher on the wall of the balcony, which is the coolest area. I repotted it because the medium had become pretty sour, and as far as fertilizing goes, they will get fertilizer maybe once a month this time around, because I noticed the moss holds on to the fertilizer for quite a long time, and it's just a matter of me keeping it cooler during the summer. I still have a plant, so there's no worries. I tried layering it, you see there. I tried actually pinning it down with a clip, but it didn't like that at all. It likes to produce hundreds of keikis, but it doesn't like it when you pin it down to the medium. For some reason it just aborts the keiki altogether, and I don't know why it does that, but it does. So this one will bounce back, start growing again. Unfortunately I might not have any flowers, but that's okay. Next up, let's move that one over a bit. Okay, this is rescued off a big, massive Neophonetia falcata that I bought from somebody that had, there's an extensive garden in Japan, and they tend to take pieces off and sell them. So they had a nice big piece, but the root system kind of died back pretty quick because the plant was shocked, and I don't think they like the move, if you ask me. They don't like their roots being disturbed, so I tried growing it on here and hanging it and wrapping it with moss. So it survives. Its little offset here didn't. Matter of keeping it moist during the summertime. Because in Japan we have that monsoon. We need the monsoon. We didn't really have one last year. So this one's surviving too, but its offset died. What else can I say? So hopefully this will do much better this year, and I'm going to wrap some more moss around here. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the moss ball bigger. Probably go all the way around this actually. Something to do today. We'll get on with it. This one I haven't put a tag on it. Aphrodite, I think it's called. Dendrobium Aphrodite, and it's pretty terrible. This cane is absolutely dying back. It had a hard time during the summer. It needed a lot more water than I could provide for it. It likes to stay moist. So I'm hoping that it'll send out offshoots while this cane dies. So it's looking terrible, but it has the potential to bounce back. And this is not from the winter, by the way. This is that summer we had. That's what did the damage. Okay, next one. Dendrobium Parudii, pink duck. This one has been doing okay because it has this nice fat cane and another one here dangling off a keiki. It's kind of just growing into the medium. It is a nice cover of moss, which I like. That's probably why it's healthy. Moss is a good indication that it's healthy, and a lot of these canes have died back. I'm looking for any buds on here. Can't find any. So this one is just needs to do a whole lot of growing for a few more years. Yep. And keep it away from that horrid summer weather. This is why I put these, I've moved everything around, is to compensate for that. This one is Dendrobium China Dream Crystal. This is one of my favorites, and I'm pretty devastated how terrible it's gotten. Once again, it needed more water, more shade. Definitely does not like high temperatures in summer, and if it does, put it into more shade. While I was repotting this a couple of months back, I did knock off a couple of nubbins by accident, but we can see here that we have one possibly one over here. There should be one coming up on this side. It's kind of a little bit early at the moment, but I'm hoping with all the canes that are remaining on it that it'll shoot off a whole lot of new growth and I will get flowers next year. Just depends how well I can look after it. Okay, this is one part of the Dendrobium Nana Pink, it's called. So a piece of division just fell off and I couldn't fit it all into the same pot. So this is another one that has beautiful yellow flowers, a bright yellow nobile hybrid. Once again, the summer beat it up. All these canes have to do now is produce new offsets for me. That's all they have to do, and I'm going to be careful with the fertilizer as I keep repeating myself. And we still have this growth here. We got beaten up with spider mites a little, but not as much as that sun did. So hopefully this will just start shooting off offsets. And this is the other part of it. So it still has this cane here, which is healthy enough. That's good news. That means that it'll produce offsets. This piece here is not looking too good, but it could shoot an offset too, even from the old pieces. Pretty devastated about it. So this one's Dendrobium Nana Jewel Pink. I like it a lot. I remember buying this and it was $5 on special. Nice big full plant. And at that time I was still learning about how to look after dendrobiums. I did a good job. I kept it indoors for one winter and it didn't produce any flowers. Maybe because I kept it too hydrated. It was big fat healthy canes on it. Decided to bring it out for one summer, and it was out of direct sun. It would only get morning sunshine, but the temperatures of course were so high last year and we didn't have a monsoon really, so I went through a lot of trauma, even though I did my best to look after it. And I'm just going to keep it in this. I'm going to take the wrapping off this here and keep it on this side this year, which is even more shade. And hopefully, it's going to do much better. You never know, it could possibly flower from this cane here, but who knows. As far as new offsets are going, I can't see anything yet. They should be there, yep. Anyway, I'll just pop that back. So definitely, nobody's going to put up with a lot. So if you go to my Instagram, you will see nobiles in Japan. They're all hanging in terracotta pots, wrapped with moss, and they're absolutely out there, hanging off a hurricane wire fence that surrounds a bicycle car park. They're out there all year. They get morning sun where they are, as I know this, as I've been watching them, and then during the afternoon the sun moves around behind the bicycle parking area, so they don't get that afternoon sun. And they just hang off there, and I don't think they fertilize them or do anything. They just get rain when it rains. And Japan has dry winters, but they are not bone dry. You can have periods where it's very, very dry. The humidity can fall almost to 30 or even down to 20%. But you would get these sporadic rains that come during the winter that give the plants a much needed drink. Usually the rain will usually comes with a weather pressure that pushes from a warm current, and it brings some rain, and it's usually warmer at that time, not freezing. When it does snow, it snows, and then the very next day or two after, the temperature will swing. So it'll start to get warmer quicker when the sun comes out again. So when we do get rain, it warms up. It'll get up to 12 to 15 degrees, kind of like that. So if this helps you out with your nobiles, this information. So definitely warmer when they do get their water. It gets warmer at that time. Okay, blah 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 blah. I've been talking a lot. This is a Dendrobium. I can't remember its name. Sorry. Did I put a tag on it? Nope. Tag came off. I mounted it on here. It tried to take. The canes are shriveled right up. You never know, it might produce an offset and then get going. So my goal this year is to, if we don't get a proper monsoon, is to keep my plants more hydrated, which I would have to do it 1 to 2 times a day. and of course this area of the balcony is much more shaded. This is just polythene. I put some extra bubble wrap on there. I got that horrible tape stuck on there, just keeping it from coming back, peeling back. Yep, that's a mini greenhouse, and this has been an update. And if you haven't subscribed, do so that you get more updates that will help you with your orchids. And if you want to ask questions, go ahead, leave me a message, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, because I want to share what I know with everybody so that we can get better at this. I will do an update on my Neophoenicias, which are doing really well. And that's all for today. So thanks for watching, and don't forget that looking after your plants is not a chore, it's part of your self-care. And until next time, see you. Bye bye. I actually forgot to show you this one. This is Dendrobium Hancockii, and during the summer last year it actually didn't lose its new growths, its new canes at all. It put about 3 or 4 out. It came in sphagnum moss, and I potted it into bark in this terracotta pot. Hancockii has nice tiny yellow blooms that are almost like a rich yellow, rich dark yellow color, and quite waxy, and they have a lovely fragrance of honey. And so this one's been doing fine, and will it get buds or not? We'll see. So it's a healthy plant. It naturally grows like that, kind of straggly and like bamboo, but it'll be quite a nice plant once it does grow more canes and fills up the pot. There's a lot of hybrids off that you can purchase that are actually larger, but this is like a species, so it's a very nice little plant. Well, thanks for watching, and I was glad that I remembered to show you that one. It's a nice orchid to actually have in your collection too, and very cold hardy. Anyway, until next time, see you. Bye bye.